Welcome back, grade 7 science. We are now in part 2 of our lesson, diversity of materials in the environment. And in this lesson, we are still discussing about substances as elements and compounds, part 2. Meaning to say, I am going to share you about substances as elements and compounds, but in another story. I'm going to tell you another story this time about elements and compounds. But first thing first, we must learn to identify the important words and the meaning of these important words. Still, we have elements and compounds. The new ones are electrolysis, periodic table of elements, element symbol, group, nutrition facts, ingredients, minerals. Those are the clues about what will be our lesson for this video. Now, last video, I was sharing you about how elements combine together chemically to become a compound. Here we have hydrogen, we have oxygen, and see it for yourself. How do these two elements combine together to become compounds, right? Bang. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen combined chemically together become one molecule of a substance, of a compound. So this is just a perfect picture of how elements combine together to become compounds. Again, let's check. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Here the two elements combine together chemically. Bang. Okay, that's it. That's cool. That's nice to see, right? That's very cool. Combined together. At first, they are separate, so they are not chemically combined, but when they stick together, that's the indication that they are chemically combined. Now, I'm going to tell you a different story about elements. Now, I'm going to share you three stories about elements. Number one is element has their own symbol. Example here. In the periodic table of elements, we have the following elements with their symbol. First, we have hydrogen, the symbol is H, argon AR, bismuth Bi, silver AJ, iron Fe. Now, some elements the symbol of these elements were obtained from the first letter of the name. For example, hydrogen, the first letter is H, so therefore the symbol is H. While for argon, the symbol is AR. It is obtained from the first and second letter of the name. Another one is bismuth Bi, first and second letter of its name. But there are also other elements that the name of these elements were obtained from the ancient name of the element. For example, silver. The symbol is AJ. Now, where does this AJ came from? This AJ symbol is obtained from the ancient name argentum. The ancient name of silver is argentum. Therefore, the symbol AJ is obtained from the ancient name argentum. And so the same with the iron. The symbol of iron is Fe. It is obtained from the ancient name of iron, which is ferrum. Okay. Next story is this. Elements is organized into 18 groups, right? Review, 18 groups. Now, this is the periodic table of elements. Then, the periodic table of element is arranged into 18 groups. This is column 1, group 1, column 2, group 2, column 3, group 3, column 4, column 5, column 6, column 7, column 8, column 9, column 10, column 11, column 12, column 13, column 14, column 15, column 16, column 17, column 18. Therefore, there are 18 columns and therefore there are 18 groups. So, the element that those elements that belong to the same group shares the same characteristics. For example, we have boron, aluminum, Ga, or shall we say, what element is this? I forgot. Ga, indium, and tellurium, Tl. These 5 elements belong to the same group and therefore share something the same about their characteristics. Okay? So please remember 18 groups in the periodic table of elements. The third one is there are 118 elements in the periodic tables. If you count them all, they will all total up to 118. Number 1 is hydrogen. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth. Total to 118 elements in the periodic table. Just by your own periodic table of elements. Next, what about compounds? So, as simple as just I'm going to show you example of compounds. First, we have here the ferrous sulfate. Now, ferrous sulfate is the name of the compound, and its chemical formula symbol is this, Fa2SO4. Now, what I am going you to see is this. What are the component element of this compound, ferrous sulfate? What is this ferrous sulfate made of? It is made up of elements. Then what elements? Okay, these are the iron, sulfur, and oxygen. We have here the symbol of iron is Fe. Fe, 2Fe, sulfur we have S, and oxygen we have O. So the three elements, iron, sulfur, oxygen, together combined chemically become ferrous sulfate compound. The same with the second one, we have monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate. There are lots of elements chemically combined together to become monosodium glutamate. These are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sodium. And so with the third one. Okay. Let's proceed to the question and answer time. Here, the question number 1. Can we eat elements? Can we eat elements? The answer is yes. Huh? The answer is yes. I think you are doubtful about it, but let me continue this video to defend that the answer is yes. Okay? Can we eat elements? The answer is yes. For example, here, I think you are familiar with this. If you buy food products, you can see at the back of their cellophane or container, you can see two labels of important information. We have ingredients and we have nutrition facts. These are the two bases of information about the food you eat. If you want to know what are the ingredients, if you want to know what are the foods that you are going to eat, just read the ingredients and the nutrition facts. All right, nutrition facts and ingredients here. Now, can we eat these elements? Yes, because it is in the nutrition facts. For example, calcium. Calcium is an element. Iron is an element. And therefore, if you eat this food product, you are also eating the calcium and you are also eating iron. So that is why the answer is yes. Alright, let's proceed to the second one. We have here, let's proceed to the second one. We have, can we eat these elements directly by themselves? Can we eat elements directly by themselves? And of course, the answer is definitely no. You cannot eat elements alone by themselves. For example here, calcium. Am I eating calcium alone? Or am I eating calcium by itself alone? No. It must have to be present in something else. And just read ingredients. Okay? If I am going to read ingredients, I cannot see calcium here, no? If you read all of them, if you read all of these ingredients, you cannot see directly, you cannot read or you cannot find calcium, because calcium is present in cheese, no? So if I am going to eat this product, I am eating cheese that contains calcium. So that is why the question, can we eat these elements directly by themselves? The answer is no, because I am not eating the element alone. I am eating the element in the form of cheese. By eating the cheese, I am eating the calcium. That's as simple as that. Another is iron. I am not eating iron alone. I am eating iron in the form of ferrous sulfate, because ferrous sulfate is a compound that contains iron. So that's it. In the ingredients, you will see the materials found in the food that you eat. And in these materials, one of them is ferrous sulfate that contains iron. So I am eating iron, but not iron itself. It is combined with other atoms. It is found in ferrous sulfate. Next, question number 3. How did we eat these elements? How did we eat these elements? So, because in number 1, can we eat this element? The answer is yes. But can we eat them by themselves? No. But we are eating them. The question is, how did we eat them? Okay, we are eating these elements in a form of this one. Can you read this? It is as clear as you see, minerals. We are eating these elements in a form of minerals. Example, calcium. Calcium is a mineral, iron is a mineral. Here, we are eating, in this food product, we are eating this element, calcium. We are eating this element, iron, but not in an element form by themselves. We are eating them in a form of minerals. Why? Why is it that they became minerals? Because they are combined with other elements. For example, ferrosulfate. Ferrosulfate is not containing iron alone. It contains many elements. Example here, ferrosulfate contains iron, sulfur, and oxygen. So it is not iron alone. But if you eat ferrosulfate, you are eating also iron as a mineral, because iron is a very, very, very important mineral that must be eaten, and that must be eaten by a person, so that he grows healthy in a form of minerals. Another example is this. We have also calcium. Calcium is also a mineral. It is a mineral because it is combined with other elements in the cheese. So the next time you buy food products, don't forget to check the ingredients and as well as the nutrition facts, so that you can see what are the elements that you are eating. Okay? So these are the summary of the answers. Number 1, yes, but only those in the mineral form. So if we review the question, can we eat elements? Yes, but only those in mineral form. Question number 2, are we eating these elements alone by themselves? No, the answer is no, because it should be in a compound form like iron in ferrous sulfate. It must be in a compound form. An example of that is minerals. Minerals is a compound formed by mixing or combining two or more elements together. They are eaten. And by the way, minerals are very important for our body. These are the elements that are important for us to live as supplement. The third one, are we eating this? How did we eat these elements? We eat these elements as minerals, like calcium. And by the way, in our definition, these are the example of minerals here. Minerals, we have potassium, sodium, iron, chloride, magnesium, iron, zinc, iodine. There are lots and lots and lots of minerals, important minerals needed for good health. Okay. Another thing is this. In this picture, please remember that I am not introducing this product. I am just using this product to show you that cheese contains calcium. You are not eating calcium alone as element. You are eating calcium as mineral because it is combined with other elements inside cheese. Cheese has is composed of many elements, and one of them is calcium. Meaning to say, you are eating calcium but not in a form of element but in a form of mineral. And another is banana. Banana is very rich in potassium. So you must eat banana because potassium is a mineral and potassium is present in banana. Again, I am not endorsing the product. This is Eden cheese, but I am not endorsing the product. I am just using this product for educational purposes. Okay. One thing I need you to see is this: cereal drink, chocolate candy, and soy sauce are food products, and this cereal drink has many compounds. One of the compounds present in cereal drink is iron pyrophosphate and zinc sulfate. It is underlined in this ingredient list. This is the ingredients of cereal drink. One of the ingredients is zinc sulfate and iron pyrophosphate. It is present in cereal drink. It is a compound. Pyrophosphate is a compound and zinc sulfate is a compound. what I want you to see is this, that I think most of the ingredients are in a form of compounds, right? Agree or disagree? I think you must agree that most of the ingredients are in a form of compound. For example, zinc sulfate is a compound. Iron pyrophosphate is a compound. So meaning to say, most of the ingredients found in food products are in a form of compounds. Please remember that. Don't forget. And here, cereal drink has two compound, iron pyrophosphate and zinc sulfate. Now, the compound iron pyrophosphate have three constituent elements. We have iron, phosphorus, and oxygen. No, the compound iron pyrophosphate have three component elements. We have iron, phosphorus, and oxygen. And the same with zinc sulfate, we have zinc, sulfur, and oxygen. So, meaning to say, zinc sulfate is made up of zinc element, sulfur element, and oxygen element. So, just check with the following other products, chocolate candy and soy sauce, as I browse the video here for chocolate candy and this one for soy sauce. So again, thank you so much for watching. See you in part 3 of this lesson and enjoy. Thank you so much also for the sources that I use. First is grade 7 LM and the second one are the sources are the website, important websites that I search by to download important images. Thank you and have a nice day.